Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I wanted to come on and do a quick video. I saw a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, somebody playing with these Stampin' Up, and they are called Enamel Effects. They're acrylic metallic enamel effects. And I went ahead and I called my girlfriend Jackie Grenier that does Stampin' Up, and I said, you know, I need you to get me this metallic pearlized effect. I know that this one that I'm holding on my hands right now, it has the white, it has the it's called red something, let me see, real red, but it does look kind of pink, and this one is black. They're pretty colors. Let me take them out of the bag, but you know, I just wanted to play with this, and really pretty colors. This one, even though that is black, it sort of kind of looks like a grayish, and they have the pearl. That's one set. I do believe that this one is going to go out. It's going to be retired. However, I know that more than likely they're going to bring the white one back. I just don't know if they're going to bring it back by itself or if they're going to bring it back with other colors. I also got the other three colors. One is in copper, the other one is silver, and the other one I believe is gold. It's metallic gold, yes. And they're sort of kind of like the pearl drops. And you're gonna say, oh my goodness, you know, why is she doing this? The pearl drops are so expensive, and you know, some of us that are on a fixed income, we probably are not able to afford it. But I also wanted to show you because Folk Art does carry different paints that are metallic, and I went ahead and I tried it, but you know, I did it on a fast and I didn't really focus on how much the coverage was, and I'm gonna show you the difference between the two, okay? But I think it's a matter of playing with it a little bit more so you can get a more even tone. This one that I have here, I've been using it a lot with lots of my crafts, and I got this one from Amazon. Of course, it's Folk Art. You pretty much can find Folk Art at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, online, of course, scrapbook.com. So, you know, these metallic paints are going to be accessible. But, you know, why am I playing with these pearl effects that pretty much we use them to decorate? And they can last you a very long time just by making dots or maybe a design. But, you know, I was really impressed with a video that I had seen, and I really can't remember the name of the lady right now. And I have some other items in here because I'm going to go on ahead and show you. Now, I did this card for a very special person, and I went ahead and I used the Anna Griffin, I guess it's the Christmas foil. It's kind of matte, and I did create with that pearl effect. Look at how pretty the background on this card. I did use one of Anna's embossing dies. I have a lot of them. You know, you pretty much can do this with any embossing die. Now, from my niece's wedding, I had some leftover iridescent cardstock, and I made the card front, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be gluing that on here because the cardstock that I used here, it's only 110 GSM, and it was kind of flimsy, so I went ahead and I cut the card off, and this is more like 176, and it's pretty sturdy. And I noticed that when I put it on here, because this is a pearl essence, it brings out the copper color that I went ahead and I created on this card, and this went on so evenly. I also wanted to show you before I go into the process, like I said, I did use the lattice ornament embossing sleeve from Anna Griffin. And I went ahead and I got my mat. I had a regular big mat and I cut it into little pieces because I was using it for many other things. And now I was looking for my plastic mat that would hold my card, and I couldn't find it because I'm in the process of rearranging and moving stuff, and you know, that's what I do. I hide stuff and then I can't find it. I put it in a safe place. So I had to get in touch with my girlfriend from Spectrum Art Creations, and she just happened to have the new Lisa Horton's new board, and it had a mat, and I said to her, just go ahead and order it for me. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. But I went ahead and I embossed another one of the embossing sleeves. And these are here because I'm going to show you something else. But before I get started, I want you to know that you can use anything pretty much to sort of kind of like spread this, the pearlized enamel on your cards. And the lady that I saw making it, she did use this real red, and she used very little white, and her card was more intense into that. I think it's a new raspberry or berry cardstock that they've been using in Stampin' Up. But if you don't have these brushes, that is fine. You can take a regular sponge, a makeup sponge, and you can just go ahead and fold it in half. And if you have one of these clips, you can do the same thing too. As long as it's rounded like this, not everybody has the same tools I have. So I did do that with this section right here, and I want to show you the difference. Now, this is the metallic from Fall Cards, okay, the rose gold. And as you can see, it goes on pretty evenly, even though that the camera picks up with a paint overflowed. But when you're looking at it in person, you can barely see it. Whereas this pearl enamel effects from Stampin' Up is more evenly spread. Now, I did put a little bit of the copper, and I mixed it with the white. And look at that beautiful shimmering shine. It's very even. I really, really like it. Now with the fall card, you just have to make sure that you're going to do it pretty evenly, and you may have to go a couple of times. And I did do it over here, and I didn't press my brush so hard, so then that way I can see what the effect would be. And that, for just giving it a hint of color, it's just absolutely perfect. You can use these individually, or you can use your metallic paints. It's up to you how much you want to add in to your brush. I did have a cup with water. I don't want to stop the video now, but this is the card that I am creating. And I went ahead and I cut this 5x7, and I do have 3 layers here. And the cardstock that I used was very flimsy, as I mentioned before, so I went ahead and I got a heavier cardstock that is iridescent. And for some reason, it's pearlized iridescent, and it's picking up the pink that I put in here, which is going to work out beautifully. And because this is a heavier cardstock, the card will be able to stand on its own. I do that sometimes when I don't like how the cards are sitting. I just cut the face and I go ahead and I create another card or a bigger card, because I make my own envelopes. So I'm going to set this to the side here. And also I like to do, the 3D effect on my flowers. I make my own flowers and my greenery, and I used a regular die. I could have probably backed this up and lifted it, but I wanted the flowers to stand out. And I make my own bows. If you're crafty enough, you do know how to make these things. And if you don't, stay tuned. because I will be doing some videos just as well about that, because I have different ways that I do my flowers, and I will show you a couple of ways that I have here. Now I'm going to use right now the white pearl, and again this is a sort of kind of like pearl drops, okay? And I'm going to put a little puddle here. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'm going to wing it. Okay, I hope it is. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add just a little bit of the copper, because I really don't want it to be, you know, a lot. And you can either use, you know, a little mixing spatula, or you can use your brush. It's up to you. I tried it both ways and I really didn't see much of a difference on my card. So when you're using a darker color, you may want to use your little spatula to mix it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend this in a little bit. I can see the copper on the top and in the center, and it's up to you, really. If you're one of those people that are ticklers about the color, has to be even, it has to be perfect, you know, you're OCD like that, then, you know, by all means, mix it with your spatula. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this aside. I am going to use this brush because I like it, even though that it sometimes hurts my finger. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the circular motion, and I'm going to pick it up from there, and then I'm going to bring it to my cardstock. I went ahead and the embossing sleeve, I did tape it down with washi tape since I don't have my board, and I can keep it, you know, steady, because I tried it before when I was doing this one on this alone, and this is too loose. You probably can do it on your glass mat. I'm not sure. I'm not about to experiment on it. If you have the other black mat that has the mixturing section, you probably will be able to do that. But I'm adding this in a circular motion, and I am trying to bring it down as much as possible and around the card to make sure that it's going on evenly. See what I mean about this being too flimsy? And it's looking quite nicely. The pressure that I'm applying, it's pretty much very hard. So if you only want the top of your embossing sleeve, what is raised, to be done, you don't have to add that much pressure. And it seems that I added enough here that I can go around. So I really didn't use that much on those bottles. They do last a long time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the final down here. And by doing the circular motion, I'm making sure that everything or everywhere that I want that pearlized enamel to go, it's going to be incorporated in there. And it's looking quite nicely on this end. I don't know if the camera is really picking up the beautiful shine that I have here. And maybe I should have used a darker color. Maybe I should come back and do it again in a darker color. But let me peel this off. And you want to make sure that you have a little bit of water so you can go ahead and dunk your brush in the water. So I'm going to peel this off right here. And let me show you. Look at that beautiful shine. And as you can see, what I was saying, wherever it's raised, it can be a little bit darker, and the pressure that you add could be more intense. So I'm getting the pearlescent in the back very lightly, as you can see, but also when I'm looking at it, I can see the rays effect in that embossing sleeve, looking very nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead for the video's sake, and I'm going to dry this, give it a little heat to make sure, even though I'm not going to do anything with it for now. I have a few other cards that I need to make. I just want to dry it a little, so then that way you ladies can appreciate the pearl essence in this card, because it does show more. I mean, my other card is already assembled, the topper, so I can't bend it like I can this piece of paper. But I love that rosy rosewood color that I have there. I'm in love with the rose gold. But with the copper and the pearl, that's the color that I achieve. And look at this. This is so beautiful. The shine is evenly in the whole card. So that works out really well. Oop, there goes my my heat tool. So if this is going to be going away, I don't know if Stampin' Up! Is going to be bringing back the Pearl Essence, the white one. Maybe they are, because I'm pretty sure that as a mixative, it would be perfect, and it would really be ridiculous if they didn't do that. Because you can mix it with the gray, and you can with the silver or the black, and make lighter and darker tones. So, you know, you need that white base. There are others out there that you can use just as well. I'm pretty sure that we can find something similar, but this is more like the pearl drops. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put, I think the white one goes in here, because this one is white, this one is silver, and this one is gold. And then if you want the copper effect, I believe the copper effect goes with this one. I don't know, but you know, get in touch with your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm pretty sure that it says the colors in the back here. With your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, find out. I know that the one that has the red is the one that's going to be going out. So that takes away the black and the red. And I think the white pearlescent goes with that one. Yes, that's how it goes. And then the second set has the metallic in silver. It has the gold, and it has the copper. So you want to check that out, and you know, put it to good use, and add additional accents to your cards. Now, I was mentioning before, I made this card, and I did use a butterfly embellishment here. That is from the dollar store. I make my own greenery, and I use my Heartfelt Creation molds, and I do my die cutting in my Cricut. You know, there may be some dies out there, but I don't have them. So I use my Cricut, and then I spray them with water, and I put them into the molds, and then when they come out, I just put them, you know, in a little container or in a baggie, depending on how many things I'm going to be creating. So that's the shape of the whole die. I either make them very firm or very tight, or you know, more raised, and then I use parts of it or use the whole thing at all completely. The other thing that I do is I make my own flowers, and as you can see here, this one has the little center there, and it has little diamond dust accents. Now, I add the diamond dust once I've created and glued the flower. I do not do it before, because I use a container and glue on the flowers, and then I pour this into the container, and then when I'm done, I put it right back into the container. So you can make them with your centers all, you know, I cut the same flower in 3 or 4 different sizes, and then from there I assemble my flowers. Like this one, I added stamens in the center. I can either make my stamens a different color, or I can make them lighter. I can leave them just like this and not add the diamond does, but I can make them in different colors. I was avocado dyeing some papers for a special project that you're going to be seeing a video very soon. And, you know, I made a whole bunch of flowers, and I even sent my girlfriend Melissa some for her to assemble and put together. But this one has the stamen. This one I curl the same smallest flower. I sprayed it with water, and then I rolled them in my finger and scooshed them, and I put them in a container and I let them dry like that. And that's how my stamens are looking in the center. I could bring it up so you can see it a little bit up closer. So this one is 3, just like this one, and I have the molds shaped like this, and it has different sizes. I have 2 molds, and I wet them, and I put them in the mold. I leave them there for a little bit, and then I take them out. I either raise them a little, like this one is raised more than this one, and this one is a little bit flat. It depends what you want to do. Like this one is curled up a little bit more, as you can see, and it stays that way. And by wetting them and putting them in the mold, and then when I take them out, I use either the cap or the center of the washi tape, and I just line them one inside the other and let them dry. So this one, you can go ahead and use your glue gun or any glue that you prefer to glue your things with. And I used my glue gun, and I glue it in the center, and then I offset these, and like this one, I can put a bling bling in the center. This one has the stamen, and this one has the little bulb in the center. This one has the diamond dust, and these don't. But I just wanted to show you that I also make my bows, and I just do little bunny ears, and I put it through the loop, and I pull, and then I adjust the ends. And I like, normally you'll always find, you know, a lighter on my desk, because when you do these bows, if you don't seal the end, they're going to fray. Like this one started to. It's been roaming around on my desk all morning. So you'll always find or see in my videos that I have lighters on my desk. I mean, I use them for a lot of things, but you know, it's up to you how you want to decorate your cards and where you get your bows. And you know, I use Anna's bows too when they're on sale on HSN. But this is the card that I made, and I hope you like it. It's a little bit 3D. The flowers are pretty much raised. I am going to be adding, I'm debating. I haven't decided yet. I did add the butterfly, and I have all these accents in sort of kind of like an uneven number. I have 2 flowers, I have the greenery, and I have the butterfly, and then I have the bow. But look at the shine behind that card, and it's so even. So I hope you enjoyed the video and what I've showed you today. And don't forget that these are going to be coming, they're going to be retired in the Stampin' Up book. You want to get your hands on it, or if not, you may want to play with the folk art metallic paint. Or I do believe that Timu has the metallic paints too, in small bottles like this. You know, it's up to you however you want to play with them. So I'm going to get cracking here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this because I had put double-sided tape. I might as well go ahead and finish it. Oops. Before I leave you ladies. I'm sorry. I went ahead and I took off my double-sided tape. Again, I created my card base. I didn't like how it was looking on my other piece of cardstock because it was very lightweight. And I went ahead and I found another heavier cardstock, and it worked out for me really beautifully. Now, I want to make sure that my card is going to open up the right way. Yes. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to position it. My card, by the way, is 7 1/8. And I'm going to put that down. I can go ahead and it's done. Now my card stands up very nicely. Even though the front is heavy, it is staying. And there is my card. I love it. And I avocado dyed my flowers. They look so beautiful with the rose gold. It's just amazing. So I will see you ladies online. I have more technique or videos that I will be coming in. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're watching, if you're here for the first time. And don't forget to hit that little bell so you can always be notified when I do come online. And I'm always trying something new and playing with something. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Have a blessed week.